It's like a carry-on movie, isn't it? I mean, you know exactly what you're going to get. You're going to get his arse in shot at some point. You can literally sit there and tick them off. Ah, that's gone too. And you go through to the end and think, that was exactly what I wanted from a Jean-Claude Van Damme experience.
Indeed, it's been a career of gripping, non-stop action-adventure, featuring courage, drama, jubilation, and many a salt tear, though only some of that's been on the screen.
He had a weakness for women and a weakness for drugs, really, and that propelled him into tabloid heaven. He's made it in Hollywood, where there is a real suing culture. He said, I can't drive in Los Angeles without some bimbo jumping out in front of the car and then claiming that I was trying to hit her.
No wonder fame's made him seem a bit eccentric. In part 2, there's lots more fighting, and we visit beautiful Belgium to retrace JC's epic transformation from this, the Milky Bars are on me, to all-conquering muscles from Brussels. Jean-Claude Van Damme has been showing us around his fabulous home in Marina del Rey, Los Angeles.
We've got everything here. We've got a cross, we've got a Buddha, a teddy bear. This is my teddy bear since I was 13. My son found it, cleaned it, and gave it back to me. He said, Dad, don't ever forget your dream.
Wise words, son. Still, this is one man who's unlikely ever to forget his childhood ambitions. After all, achieving them hasn't exactly been easy.
I was dreaming and believing to becoming an actor. It was painful. But now I understand the balance of life. If I didn't feel the sadness at that time, what can I feel now? The joy of, I did it.
Where are you from?
I was born in Belgium.
Belgium, Europe, world famous for top lager, chocolates, muscles, Poirot, and daft punks.
Jean-Claude Van Damme. I think we have two poets. Maybe at a different level, we were two poets. He's one of the most important surrealistic artists in Belgium.
And Belgium, it's a beautiful country. It's a very one molecule type of country. And when you're there, you don't see and understand the outside because you're a kid from Belgium.
In 1960, the one-molecule Flanders suburb of Berchem-Saint-Agathe said bonjour to one Jean-Claude Camille Francois van Barenberg, beloved second child of extraordinarily hard-working parents Eugene and Eliana.
My father did different job. He was in the garment business. Then he was a florist and an accountant. He owned a bookstore. It was nice because I was having all those comic books for free, so I was reading them all the time. I was flying away, and I was dreaming.
You got to have a dream. If you don't have a dream, how you gonna have a dream come true?
Aged 11, the tousle-haired young cove took his first tentative steps towards extreme violence, falling under the wing of this deceptively jovial martial arts teacher.
He was 11 when his father brought him to me and said, make him into a man.
I was looking at those comic book heroes, and I said to myself, they're strong, they're beautiful, but when I look at my body in the mirror, I go, it's a big difference.
Un désastre. Un désastre.
A disaster. A disaster. He wore glasses, he was weedy, stiff as a board. It was terrible. But there was definitely something about him. He had this look of determination, so I decided to occupy myself with JC 100%. It's true, my training is inhuman, but the results are there for all to see.
When I met Jean-Claude, I was very impressed with his kicking. I mean, I said, wow, this guy can kick. We shared our passion in karate and boxing, going to movies where Bruce Lee was in. But we were going at the back street and trying to go in without paying.
But young scamp JC had ambition. He became part of a European champion kickboxing team and at just 18 owned his own gym, Small wonder, when he and pal Michel headed west in search of fame and fortune, Mum and Dad weren't impressed.
They
weren't happy. They thought he was too young. He didn't speak English. He had nothing, not even a work permit.
I was making very good money for my age, and I left. I sold out. And to go and chase that dream to become a movie star. America. Didn't know anybody, didn't speak English, didn't have a green card, so it was not easy, but it was fun.
We did a little bit of work. He was doing some driving limousine. I was doing some delivering pizza and things like that. We slept one day in the beach, and then we slept in a used car we bought.
To improve on his clearly limited prospects, he shortened his unwieldy name to Frank Cujo. Sadly, this surname was shared by a rabid dog in a Stephen King story. So he borrowed one off a family friend, and hey presto, those plum rolls came pouring in. Look, he's a gay karate man.
Non, je disais, tu as un corps bien musclé, un athlète quoi. Ah! Viens, ne me touche pas. Viens. Okay.
This frankly insane art flick led to various mid-80s bit parts in Chuck Norris action pics, obscure fight B-movies, and even a spell inside the monster costume in Schwarzenegger's Predator. But the big break came at an LA piano bar with an impromptu JC display of swivel-kicky acrobatics. Over the head of martial arts film mogul Menachem Golan, it secured him a fateful meeting.
It was exciting to me, all those posters, those movies. I mean, I was coming in my pants, and I took my shirt off. Then I did like a split between these chairs, and he said, "Hey, relax. Karen, bring me Bloodsport."
He'd landed the 3-movie deal, which would see him rise to cult star, then to the brink of box office big time in just 3 years.
I had some goosebumps when I saw the first movie. My friend from Belgium.
He was my brother. I loved him very much and respected his dreams, but I really hadn't thought it would ever come true.
Bloodsport became a big hit, and I did a bunch of low-budget movies, and that's why the industry loved me, because I can, with not too much investment, bring a lots of dough.